All right, everybody. It's another broadcast of the Ebony Star Network. It's GentCulture time. I haven't did one of these in a while. This is where I talk to the brothers and try to get their heads straight. We try to build gentlemen, men of integrity and honor. We also try to build fathers. We know what it takes to be an upstanding father as well. Tonight, we're going to talk about how pimp culture has taught black men, especially young black men, to be the worst representation of a black man there is. We'll be talking about fruit, forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree, another man's wife, another man's woman, interfering in another man's relationship due to a serious lack of respect for the institution of marriage and relationships, taught to many of our young brothers by pimp culture. Many of our young brothers think that it's okay to interfere with a man's relationship. I'm here to tell you, as a real man, it is not okay. And there's nothing manly and there's nothing macho about interfering in the man's relationship. We're going to talk about it heavy. It's Gen Culture. Drop it. All right, what's going on, everybody? It is GentCulture. Finally, right? We haven't did one in a while. Don't worry, next year when we get the Power Network up and running, we'll have GentCulture a little bit more. We're gonna put some money into this platform. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Shout out to Emmanuel Briggs and everybody in the clouds who are listening. Um, what are we talking about today on GentCulture? You know, I've been noticing a lot of brothers think that it's okay to interfere into a man's relationship. A lot of brothers think that they can get away with saying things like, well, you ain't man enough to please your woman, so I had to step in to take care of it. No, you need to step out of it, mind your own business, and stay out of it. The title today is called Forbidden Fruit of the Poisonous Tree. Now, what is the forbidden fruit? A married woman or a woman in a committed relationship, long-term committed relationship. That is the forbidden fruit. What is the poisonous tree? The marriage or the relationship that she is currently involved in. That is the poisonous tree. Now let's get into it. I got a clip I want you to listen to. Now it's a prank call, okay? But before I play that, let me get a sound check real quick, make sure I'm coming in.
You coming through.
All right, good. Now the reason why I'm doing this GentCulture is because I want to straighten a lot of young brothers out on some bad information that you've been getting from pimp culture. You see, guys who have the pimp mentality, they have no respect for the sanctity of marriage or for the institution of marriage or committed, long-term committed relationships. So as far as they're concerned, every woman is fair game. So if the woman feels that her husband or her man is inadequate, and she gives another guy the time of day, he thinks that it's well within his rights to take this woman and to interfere in this man's relationship. No, it's not well within your right. That's the wrong thing to do. And that's the kind of thing that will get you killed, that will get other people killed. You see, you're trespassing on grounds that you don't know anything about. You don't know the history in that marriage. You do not know the time that was spent in that marriage. You don't know what that man has sacrificed in that marriage. You don't know what that woman has sacrificed in that marriage, their children. You are on forbidden ground. All this macho shit is going to get you killed. That's bad information. You stay out of a man's relationship. If a woman tells you that she has a husband, you ought to leave her immediately. If a woman tells you that she's in a committed relationship, you ought to leave her immediately. You see, as a man, you have to be in control of your actions at all times. That's what being a man is all about. You have to be able to discern correctly. Just because a woman feels that her man is inadequate, that doesn't give you any headway to just run into her relationship. You stay out of it and you mind your own business. If they're going to separate, you let it happen naturally. You don't go in there and start anything. Let me explain something to you. When a woman is angry with her man or feeling emotional about something, and you buy into it, you know, you met her at a coffee shop, and you fell under that spell. She's fine. She's having trouble with her relationship. Her man ain't, you know, he ain't pleasing her in bed and all that. And you fell into that. As soon as you contact that man in any way, you are now the enemy. It's not the woman anymore, even though she's the one that's having an issue in the relationship. But because you've interceded on her behalf, you are now the number one target. And that man is going to deal with you with extreme hatred, which most likely will end in the taking of one of your lives. You don't fall for a woman telling you a man is not being adequate in bed, or she's not happy in a relationship. She's not happy in the marriage. That's none of your business. If she's not happy, she should get out. If a man is inadequate, she should leave. You don't interfere in that. That's the wrong answer. And that's because many of you follow pimp culture. You think that it's okay for you to do this. This is a quick ticket to an early grave. You have no idea the boundaries you're crossing. You don't know the history of that relationship at all. You don't know what that man sacrificed. And now you're going to show up in the middle of his relationship out of nowhere talking about you're about to take his woman after he done sacrificed, put a ring on that finger, done work hard, bust his ass. You think he going to go for that? You're out of your damn mind. Now I'm going to turn your attention to a clip. Now this is a prank phone call by nephew Tommy. But the premise goes to what I'm talking about. And I'm going to narrate as he talked to a guy named Speedy Jean. And I'm going to tell you all of the things that's wrong with what Tommy is saying. And all of the things that Tommy is doing in this prank call is what a lot of you brothers do in real life to another man's relationship. And we're also going to take note of how Speedy Jean reacts, right? All right, Dane, you got that queued up?
Yes, I got it queued up.
All right, give me a second. I'm frozen. Let me go out and come right back in.
Okay. All right. All right, Kay. All right, hey, Emmanuel Briggs. We'll see you when you take care of your errands. Mika, hi. Good to see you, Meek. Okay. All right. You back?
All right, everybody, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So I'm going to narrate as nephew Tommy is talking to Speedy Jean. Now, don't pay attention to the fact it's a prank call. The content of this call is very, very important, and it goes to the heart of what I'm talking about. All right? All right, Dane, fire it up.
Hello?
Speedy Jean.
Yeah, what's up with this?
My name Vernon, brother. What's playing?
What's going on?
Need to holler at you for a minute, my man.
About what?
I want to holler at you about your wife.
Okay,
So
stop, Dane, stop.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't even know how to break.
All right, right there, that's a problem. Okay? That's a big problem. And this is another reason why a lot of you young brothers get killed. Okay, thinking you're cocky, thinking you can go tell a man about his wife. Let me explain something to you. A wife isn't a girlfriend. A wife is far greater than a girlfriend. Men sacrifice a lot to have wives. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into their marriages. You don't just run down on a man's wife. So you're already starting off wrong, which where a lot of you young brothers, y'all do this in real life. Y'all think that because you're cocky and you've been listening to pimp culture, that you can just run down on another man's wife and think you're tough enough to tell him about it. Play it, Dane.
Break this to you, dog. I just want to be straight up with you, man. Me and your wife been kind of seeing each other, and really, she want to let you go, but she ain't. She really ain't got it up in her to say she want to let you go. So
okay, stop it.
I'm coming to you like a man. And
okay, this is already a death sentence. Okay? This man, after he done heard this man is already plotting to kill his brother. He's just going to set it up. He's trying to set it up. That's already a death sentence. You don't call a man about his wife, then turn around and say, your wife wants to leave you, and then turn around, we've been seeing each other for quite some time. she want to shut it down with you, but she don't know how to tell you. And so you telling her. So now you effectively removed her out of the equation. So now you are the main problem now. This man gonna kill you. Because you just infringed on everything that he built. Then you had the nerve to call him up and flaunt it in his face like you badass, like you Billy Badass. You've just incurred a death sentence. This man's gonna kill you. Because you don't understand what you've done. Again, you're treading on grounds that you know nothing about. This pimp culture shit is going to get your life taken. Tommy has no business calling this man up about his wife. You have no business confronting another man about his wife. I don't give a damn if you see her out here butt naked doing the goddamn butt and she twerking and all that. That's that man's wife. You let that man deal with that. You don't go to no man about his wife. Unless you see her unless he's your friend and you see her do some crazy shit like to the children or something like that, then you say something. Other than that, you don't go to no man about his wife, especially when you've been fucking with his wife and sleeping with his wife. You don't go to no man about his wife. You out of your damn mind. But you see, that's that cocky shit that you learn from pimp culture. You see, because pimp culture has no respect for the institution of marriage. As a man, you are supposed to give the ultimate respect to the institution of marriage. The ultimate respect. You do not incur or infringe on another man's marriage. I don't give a damn what his wife said to you. I don't give a damn if his wife said she'll give you the drawers 7 days a week. You don't take those drawers 7 days a week. You don't take those drawers at all. What you do is you take your ass away from her and you mind your own business and let her man deal with her. You don't get involved in that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, doing it the way Tommy's doing it is going to get you killed. Because he just became the #1 target. Ain't even about what his woman did no more. It's just that you're so damn audacious and have the audacity to call this man. And some of you niggas do this in real life. Play it, Dan.
And letting you know that she really wanted to shut it down with you. We've been seeing each other for a minute now. So I don't know how we can, I'm just coming at you like a man, brother, trying to let you know she don't even really want you no more. We done talked about it, and I'm just trying to get it all I know. I'm tired of hiding with it, really.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Now what you listening to is a weak ass desperate nigga, okay, who's led around by his penis and can't think straight. All he's about is that 3 seconds. And he's so about it that he's willing to put his life on the line for it. You know, went and got involved in a man's marriage all because of sex. That's what this is all about. These guys cheat with these women for sex. You don't value, this is a guy that does not value his life. He values sex. It's kind of like living by the sword, right? And dying by the sword, right? If you live for the sex, and sex will ultimately get you killed. Now, if this was some real shit, that dude would have killed Tommy. You would have found him and killed Tommy. Because for one, he don't even know what type of dude he's dealing with. You're going to find out what type of dude Speedy Gene is at the end of this prank call. You don't even know what type of dude he's dealing with. See, here's another thing. You don't even know what type of dudes you be dealing with. A lot of these guys who go out here, work hard, mind their own business and trying to, deal with their families. A lot of these dudes ain't no joke. A lot of these dudes will kill you, man. That's why you stay out of a man's relationship. This is what I want you young brothers to listen to tonight. I want you to walk away from here tonight and jettison that pimp culture shit out of your mind and start respecting the institution of marriage. Respect another man's marriage. Respect another man's committed relationship. When they get to that level, a lot of time and resources have been invested. Play it, Dan.
Well, it's a lot smoother than I expected, player.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, long as you cool. I thought, I just want to be a man call and holler at you and let you know. Have you seen her today?
And where you from?
From Jersey. I'm up around Newark.
I mean, you said it's a lot smoother than you thought it was going to be.
Well, anytime another man finna call another man about his wife, I mean, yeah, you don't expect it to be nothing, pretty simple. That's for sure.
Okay, stop it, Dan.
I done contemplated a long time by calling you, so today.
Yeah, Kendall, I know it's a prank call, but I'm using it as a teaching tool. The content fits what I'm talking about. I know it's a prank call. We're not concerned about it being a prank call, but the content is serious enough that I can use it to teach these young brothers about pimp culture and about being a real man. A real man does not interfere in another man's relationship. I know a lot of you brothers think that, you're macho, and because a woman bats her eyes at you and tell you that she wants to sleep with you, you think it's okay to go and sleep with a married woman. It's not okay. And that shit you got in your head about, well, if he can't satisfy her, that's on him. No. It's on you if you get involved. Just because a man can't satisfy his wife, that's no business of yours. It's no business of yours. Go ahead, Dane.
I done contemplated a long time by calling you, so today I just said to hell with it.
How you get my number?
No, I've been had your number. I done had your number a long time.
All right, now you say you looking, it's a lot smoother than you thought it was going to be. It ain't that smooth, but
You the
like,
one.
like the thing is, you got one up on me because you know my information. Now I got to come find you.
Okay, wait, hold up now.
Yeah.
You feel like...
Oh, no, I don't need to hold up.
Okay, stop it.
Okay, you feel like you need to be looking...
Now, here's the problem that you see, I told you when this call started, how Tommy fucked up, right? And dude had already made up in his mind that he was going to kill this nigga. Now it's coming out more and more. Because to him now, Tommy is public enemy number one. He don't even give a damn about what his wife's thinking anymore. Because Tommy is interceding on her behalf. So now he has taken it upon himself to bear the wrong of the wife. And that comes with a heavy price. This man is going to kill you. You understand? That's why Speedy told him, now I got to come gunning for you. Because you knew that she was married. See, the implication there already is that he was disrespecting Speedy Jean from the jump street. He knew that she was married. So let me tell you something. You ain't that tough. And this type of shit right here, it's the wrong thing for you to do. You do not get involved with another man's relationship. I don't give a damn what his wife is telling you. Stop allowing sex to guide your thoughts and screw with your better judgment. Every woman out here isn't for you to have sex with. This is why I call this segment Forbidden Fruit of the Poison Tree. The forbidden fruit is the married woman or the woman in a long-term committed relationship. The poisonous tree is the relationship she's involved in. because there's a husband in that relationship or a soon-to-be husband in that relationship who is sacrificing. So you don't partake in the forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree. That's why it's a poisonous tree. The fruit looks good, right? But the fruit is poison. You stay out of a man's relationship. You have no business in a man's relationship. All the shit that somebody done told you about, well, if a man can't satisfy his woman, then it's your job to go in there and say, no, it ain't your job to do shit. You better get that pimp shit out of your mind before it costs you your life. Play it, Dan.
Hold up. You said what you going to say.
Okay, you feel like you need to be looking for me or something?
Yeah.
Brother, look here, man. Let's check this out. This is a decision that the wife has made. You understand what I'm saying? So you have no reason to be mad at me about anything. You have no reason to be coming looking for me or any information on.
He has every reason to be mad at you. You're talking about this is a decision that the wife has made. That's the whole reason to be mad at you. Because you are interceding on the wife, on behalf of the wife. You're a stranger. First of all, you ain't even got no business between these two people. So the fuck you talking about? You don't have any reason to be mad at you. Yeah, every reason to be upset with you. Every reason. You're not even supposed to be there. Play it, Dan.
On me, because see, when that happens, then it's gonna really get stanky up in here. And I'm trying not to let that happen. That's why I'm calling you like a man, brother.
Trust me, man. Ain't nothing that I'm never worried about.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know, man. I'm letting you know up front. Me and her contemplated a long time, yada, yada. So now, here we are. So I said, you know what, the hell with it. I'm calling today.
Y'all should have did this on the phone together. I'd have respected both of y'all a lot more.
Okay, well, and then, if that's what it's got to be, we be face to face together, whatever it's got to be, man.
So that's what I prefer,
Okay. So, but let me ask you this here. Where it's going in? Once we both stand flat-footed and tell you how it is, then what?
I ain't gonna never be flat-footed.
Okay, well, flat-footed or upside down, any way you want to look at it, bro. I'm trying not to get into this physical part, but it seems like you're leaning that way with me.
It could be whatever, Don't make a difference.
It never does, brother. It never does. When two bulls come together, one of them got to go down.
Now, guess what? We is doing too much talking. You got my information. Guess what? Now I'm gonna hunting for you. There's no need for you to say it. There's no need for us to discuss anymore.
Okay, cool. While we at it, man, let me go and drop it all on you then. Because it seems like we need to go and get it all out the way. You cool? Right. You know what I'm saying? I think you need, matter of fact, if you want to just keep it all the way real, you might want to go take a blood test about Alana and make sure you the papa to that.
All right.
Feel me?
Got it.
So, I'm going to have your wife give you a call, man, because we didn't contemplate it too long and it's time.
You do that. You know my information. Like I said, you said enough. You hit enough bones there. So you know what? I mean, somebody got to go.
What you mean?
Me and you.
Wait.
Stop it, Dave.
Somebody got to go.
There it is, right? I told you you're going to kill this man. Way back when the whole thing started. That he decided that he was going to kill this man. And he's putting an exclamation point in there. He says, somebody's got to go. What do you think he's talking about? You just disrespected this man in the hardest way possible. You've been messing with his wife. You knew she was married. And then you got the nerve to jump in this man's face and defend his wife who's been committing adultery on him behind his back, and then try to act like you tough. Every man ain't meant to be messed with. Every line ain't meant to be crossed. You just put a death sentence on yourself. This man telling you straight, somebody got to go. And he dead serious. See, he don't know this is a prank. So he dead serious. Somebody has to go. That's how serious this is. That's how serious it is when you interfere in another man's relationship, thinking that you macho man, thinking you want some pimp shit, and that's the cool thing to do. It's not the cool thing to do. It's the thing to do if you want to go to an early grave. But it's not what a man should do. That's that pimp shit. Y'all keep listening to that pimp stuff, you're gonna end up dead. You respect another man's relationship. And again, I don't care what his wife telling you. I don't care if she got her legs spread, talking about come get this piece, this pussy, whatever. You don't engage. That's none of your business. That is forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree. You stay away from her and you stay out of that relationship. Go ahead, Dane, finish it up.
What you saying? Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go. Like,
okay, you talking about either me or you? One of us got to go? See, because you're saying the wrong thing, because what you must understand is if I've given you as much information as I already have, that means I have enough information to know where you are, brother. You know nothing about me nor where I reside. So if you're going to talk about somebody got to go, then you're saying it to the wrong person because I'm already up on you, player.
First off, you ain't really a North because you got a country accent. So second off, like you're dealing with a real street. So however you want to handle it, you know my information. Guess what? I don't reside there no more. I ain't there no more. So guess what? Now you got to start from scratch like me. So
I'll tell you what, man. Homeboy. Here go the math, man. You ready for that? You ready for this math? You ready, player? Math? Here go the math. This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You've been pranked by your wife.
Okay, Dad, you cut it. All right, it was a prank. But Speedy didn't know it was a prank at first. He was dead serious. And then that part about his little daughter, that's just nails in the coffin, brother. That's just more bullets coming out of the gun. That's all that is. That's this bullet tattooing right there. The reason why I played this is because I want to get through to young brothers. I see a lot of you young brothers out here making mistakes, eyeing other men's girlfriends. Man, let me tell you something. When a man has a wife or has earned a wife, he worked hard for that. He put time in for that, especially if they got kids. There's a lot going on there that you don't know nothing about. That man doesn't make sacrifices. That man got time invested. He got resources invested. You stay the fuck out of his relationship. Don't go bring your narrow ass into a man's relationship talking about, well, your woman said you ain't good in bed, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. First of all, you ain't supposed to do nothing. I don't know where y'all get that shit from talking about, well, I'm supposed to satisfy. If a man ain't doing it, you ain't supposed to do nothing. I don't know who telling y'all that. I done heard some of you dumbasses say that. Well, if you're not satisfying her, I'm supposed to satisfy. You ain't supposed to do a damn thing. If he ain't satisfying his wife, that is of no business of yours. And you ain't supposed to do nothing. You let them work their relationship out. If they separate, that's on them. You don't get involved. You stay out of that. Talking about something you supposed to. You ain't supposed to do nothing but mind your own business. A real man does not interfere in another man's relationship. No way, no how. If the wife is reckless, let her continue to be reckless until her man deals with her. You don't get involved because I'm going to tell you right now, if you get involved, everything is going to shift to you. That man is going to shift every bit of anger to you. He may not kill his wife, but he can kill you. He can kill you, though. He ain't got no qualms about killing you. So, shout out to everybody in the chat, Polo Sports, whatever. And so, this whole situation, and you're right, Emmanuel Biggs, it wasn't even funny because dude was serious. He didn't even know he was being pranked. He was dead serious. And a lot of you cats out here, I be listening to y'all online, and you don't know that you're going to put yourself in danger, messing around with another man's woman. especially a man who's been in a long committed relationship with his woman. That man done made sacrifices. Okay? He done worked hard to build what they have. And you're gonna come bring your raggedy ass in there, nigga. He gonna peel your cap. Especially in the marriage. And then what you gonna say? You gonna say something about something? Well, you wasn't satisfying her. She needed a man to satisfy, so I stepped up. You need to step down. You don't step up and do nothing. That's the wrong answer. So you guys think that you supposed to, if a woman tells you, well, I'm not happy in my relationship, y'all think that y'all supposed to run in them and, and be on something, well, baby, I'm gonna make you happy. No. If she ain't happy in her relationship, say, well, I don't know what to tell you, I wish you luck, but I got to go. You get up out of there. That's forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree. You get up out of there. Nothing good is going to come from that situation. Okay? See, women get emotional, and sometimes they think irrationally. Okay? She could be irrational at the moment. A woman can carry on an affair with you for a couple of months, then all of a sudden feel guilty about her husband. She could be laying with her husband one night, and he could do something to touch her heart, and she remember why she fell in love with him. Now all of a sudden she feel guilty and want to break it off with you. That's why you don't get involved. When a woman's emotional, you don't trust her. She's emotional. Sometimes when she's emotional, she doesn't think straight. You need to be thinking straight all the time. You see, if you understand female nature, you'll understand this. This is why some men don't have a problem with women, and a lot of you do, because you don't understand female nature. You see, most men who understand female nature, when a woman gets emotional, they know to stay the fuck away from it. She's emotional. She's bound to say anything. She's bound to say stuff that she don't mean. She's bound to say stuff that sounds like she mean it, but gonna take it back later because she's just emotional. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They being women, they get emotional. That's natural for them. You don't get caught up in it. You're supposed to be smart enough not to get caught up in their emotions. And when they're talking to you out of emotion, you take it with a grain of salt. Because they're just being emotional. They're liable to say anything, especially in the heat of the moment. If you understand female nature, then you understand this. And you know how to guard against it. Woman comes to you talking about, oh, well, I please my husband. My husband don't please me. I need a real man. See, a lot of you niggas fall for that real man shit. Let me tell you what a real man will do. A real man would stay out of that relationship. A real man will mind his own business. A real man would ignore what she said. A real man will get up and leave. A real man will not interfere. And so you guys, you immature dudes, all you little fake pimps in waiting, you think that she gassing you up. I need a real man to please me. You want something? I'm a real man. Baby, I can handle it. I can please you. You dumbass nigga. You a dead man walking. You a dead man walking. You have no idea who her husband is. You have no idea what this man invested in this woman in this relationship. You don't know if he carry a gun. You don't know if he ex-military. You don't even know who you're dealing with. And the Speedy Jean case, Speedy Jean was a real street gangster. So you don't know who you're dealing with. And then they got kids. You definitely don't interfere in a man relationship and he got kids. Man, he'll blow your cap off, pick it up, just so he can blow it off again. Okay? A man will kill you over his kids. A real man would. I don't know about these fake dudes out here now who I don't even want to get involved. I don't even want to start that. But yeah, so she gets you with that real man shit. And you fall for it like a dumbass. Because you unlearned and you got pimp culture running through your mind. And pimp culture have you disrespecting the institution of marriage. So you don't respect marriage. So instead of telling this woman about herself, saying, "Excuse me, ma'am, but you know, it's a shame what you're doing to your husband. You know, good day. I don't want to have no parts of this. Good day." That's what a real man would do. A real man would get up and walk away. A weak nigga, a fake ass pimp, somebody who's following pimp culture would get all caught up in that. Yeah, baby, I got you. I'll handle it for you. I'll make you feel good and all of that. Then when you end up dead, she probably going to end up divorced with half of his money, messing around with somebody else. And he going to be in jail because he murdered you. So you don't understand something about relationships. When situations like this go down, the woman usually comes out unscathed because your dumb ass done jumped in front of her and took the brunt force of the retribution that was coming her way. You see, when you jump in front of her and confront the man, you done escalated the situation 10 times. Because now there's somebody that he can kill that he don't have to feel guilty about. Most men ain't gonna kill their wives, even if she committed adultery. There's some crazy niggas out there that will do that, but most men ain't gonna do that. Most men gonna be upset, they're gonna be hurt, and they're gonna start working on, either reconciling or going for a divorce and splitting up the assets. But if you show up in front of her, now the situation escalates. Now there's somebody he can kill that he ain't got to feel guilty about. And I'm almost certain that he gonna kill you. Because for one, you ain't even got no business being there. So respect the sanctity and the holy union of marriage between a man and a woman. Just because you meet a woman at a coffee shop and she tells you that her man ain't good in bed. First of all, if a woman is telling you that her man ain't good in bed, right? She's setting you up anyway. You're being set up. Because her whole issue is about sex. She may love her husband, but she just probably wants some sex on the side. You're being set up anyway. And once the man find out, you gone anyway. It's dangerous to play in a man's relationship. It's almost all the time a death sentence. Men don't play. Married men are serious men. They don't play games. Especially married men with families that they're taking care of and they're putting time and effort and sacrificing for. These are very serious men. They don't play games. Now you in your grave for what? A piece of pussy? A piece of pussy that talks? Young brothers, if you going away from here, all you young brothers who are listening, I'm very serious about this. A married man is a very, very serious man. especially a married man with a family. He's a very serious man. He's not somebody you want to play with. And he's definitely somebody that you do not want to interfere in this relationship. Especially hardworking, married family men who are busting their butt, taking care of 3 and 4 children, putting them to school, braces, doctor's appointments, taking care of the wife, a big home, holding down the homestead, making sure all the bills are being paid, coming home tired. See, the reason why a lot of guys stop performing in bed is because they're overworked. It's not that they can't please their wife, they're overworked. But some women become selfish. They understand that their man is working hard and he's paying all of the bills and he's a little tired sometimes. They love him, but they want that on the side. They don't want to leave their husband because they know he's a good man, but they want that extra stuff on the side. So they go out in the coffee houses and little lounges and they run into a little punk ass pimp nigga like you. And give you that real man treatment. I need a real man to do this. I need a real man to treat me like this. I need a real man to satisfy me in bed. And your punk ass eat that shit right up. And you don't even realize as soon as you do that, and if in the first time you lay down with your with that woman, you're a dead man walking. It's just a matter of time before the husband find out. You're a dead man walking. I guarantee you. It's a man. She don't care. You're just a plaything to her. She love her husband. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if her husband busts both of you doing it, she going to jump out of that bed, baby, I tried to, he raped me. I was trying to get away. Because she don't want to leave her husband. She just want a little extra on the side because her husband works so much. He's tired and can't really perform in bed like he used to because he's burnt out. And she understands that, but she's selfish. So she want a little extra on the side. She ain't going to leave this man. This is a good man. This man's an excellent provider. He's an excellent husband and a father. He just ain't good to sack no more because he overworked. So now she done took her trifling behind out there and solicit you. And if you get busted, she gonna jump out the bed, automatically start crying, honey, I couldn't get away from him. He forced me down, he held me down, this and that. And that man gonna kill you. He gonna kill you. Because most men, in situations like that, they want to believe their wife, believe it or not. They want to believe it. They want an excuse to not believe what they just saw. So she jumped out of that bed. Oh, he held me down and he lured me here. And I was trying to call you on the cell phone and I left you a message and this and that. He gonna smoke you. Because he wants to believe everything she's saying. Because he does not believe, he don't want to believe that the wife that he's been with for 10 years, that he's been providing for, and done created a salubrious environment for, and have 4 children by, he doesn't want to believe that she wants to throw all that away. So he's looking for any excuse to believe her. She jumps out of that bed. Oh, baby, no, it ain't what you think. He trying to rape me. He forced me. He said that he would do this to the kids. Man, you gone. 9 times out of 10, the men who want to believe that, they're going to believe it. And you done. You ain't coming out of that spot alive. I guarantee you. Because when he rolled up with you, he had the 13 shot clip. He brought that with him. Sometimes they bring 26 shots. You understand? A married man is a serious man, young brothers. Leave that man alone. Leave his relationship alone. That's a grown-ass man. He's nobody to be playing with. And you most certainly don't interfere with his wife. A lot of you young cats running right here now thinking that you're so macho that if a woman, as soon as she says she's not being satisfied, that it's your job to go in there and say, it ain't your job to do shit. Get that pimp shit out of your head. It ain't your job to do shit. And it most certainly ain't your job to interfere with a married woman. Let me explain something to you. She can solicit you all she wants, right? She can say, come on, Big Daddy, I need a real man to satisfy me. If you don't engage, no harm done. You ain't wrong. But the moment you take her up on your offer, you are going to be the main person that's wrong in the situation, and you are the one that's going to pay hell. And most likely is going to pay with your life. She may get a little something, something, but she ain't going to get what you going to get. Hey, Kendall, man, dude, this ain't the time for the super black shit. I'm not even talking in that mind frame, dude. I'm just using a scenario, brother. And some black women will cry rape. But I don't want to get into that. This is not about that. This is about these young brothers interfering in a man's relationship. Something they shouldn't be doing. Because they got bad information in their head. They've been taught wrong. Okay? I'm not talking about no history. I'm not talking about slavery. I'm not getting into that, dude. We can talk about that some other time. Right now, I'm trying to teach these young brothers something. As a grown-ass elder man who knows better, I'm trying to share my experience and knowledge with these young brothers because I want to see them get their head right. Okay? This ain't about what you're talking about right now. But anyway, like I was saying, right? So my thing is that it's not your job to do nothing. Again, she can throw that vagina at you all day long. If you don't engage, it's no harm, no foul. But the moment you take her up on her offer, you become the one that's the target. Because that man gonna come after you. Because for one, you disrespected him. You knew he was married. And you still crossed the line. A lot of men take that really, 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 really personal. A lot of men take that really, really personal. So the woman can say whatever she wants. Now people are gonna say, well, Max, how come it ain't the woman's fault? It's not. It's your fault when you engage. She's actually not doing anything. She can't do anything by herself. It only becomes a problem when you engage. Now, of course, she has some fault because she decided to commit adultery. But you're going to bear the biggest blame because she couldn't do that by herself. You had a decision to make. You made the wrong choice. So as a man, You don't worry about what other people are doing and what other people are thinking. You make sure that every day your job is to be the best representation of a decent man that you can possibly be. That's mind, body, and soul. Make the best decisions. Interfering in the man's relationship is not the best decision. It's actually a stupid decision that will almost certainly cost you your life. And so what have we learned? What is the forbidden fruit? A married woman or a woman in a long-term committed relationship. What is the poisonous tree? The relationship that the married woman is involved in or the committed woman is involved in. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the chat. All right, y'all. And with that being said, I want you brothers to understand something. This pimp culture has got a lot of y'all screwed up. And you don't respect the institution of marriage. A man of integrity and honor respects the institution of marriage and does not interfere with another man's relationship. It's about time you brothers understand that. It's about time you learn that and stay out of another man's relationship. I don't care what a woman is telling you. You be the man and you make the right decision. And you stay out of that relationship. That's none of your business. Whether his woman is being pleased or whatever, that is none of your business. So with that being said, I am not at the end of my rant. Let me bring in my co-host and come on in here, Dane.
All right.
So what do you think about the show?
I thought it was good. You had very to the point.
Hold on. Kendall, dude, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about no slavery shit. I'm not talking about no event, man. I'm talking, brother, you way off point. That's a conversation for another show. That doesn't fit with what I'm talking about, my brother. I understand everything you're talking about, but that doesn't fit this show. You never heard of one, brother? Well, you must not know, many people in relationships. I've seen it. I know brothers in jail now because of it. But again, we're not going to turn it into that. Go ahead, Dane.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And I put the link in the chat. I'm going to do something unusual today. I'm going to let people come up on GentCulture if they want to talk about the forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. Yeah, Kendall, don't fixate so much on the R word. The point is the dude shouldn't be involved with the woman. And if she's backed in the corner where she's going to get caught, she's going to say anything to have it not be her.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, put the Gent link out there.
All right.
In case somebody want to come up and talk about this particular situation. And even you women, if you want to come up and say something on GentCulture to the Black Knight, if you enjoy the show. All right, Dane, so tell me, what you think about the show today?
I think it's good and it's on point, especially about that pimp culture, that ego mentality. of
Mm-hmm.
I need a man to satisfy me.
Mm-hmm.
My man ain't man enough or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's ego stroking, and if you fall for that, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That should
Mm-hmm.
that should get you killed.
Yeah. Yeah, sure will.
And some people will say, well, Max, how come you ain't blaming the woman? Because in order for her to have any blame, you have to engage. She can't do it, and she can't commit adultery by herself. Now, I'm not saying that she's not. I'm not saying she's blameless, because once the act is committed, yeah, she's going to share some blame, but you're going to be the biggest fool out of the whole situation because you're going to get it the worst. So why get involved? Yeah, Dan.
Yeah. Exactly, Max. Because the man gonna be. That's why a lot of the men say if you go to some of the other comments, you knew she was married.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because if you knew she was married, then it turned from her to you.
Yep.
Because she can't cheat with you if you don't participate.
Right.
Uh-huh.
If you knew she was married, then he gonna turn all his focus on you, all his anger, because now you done disrespected him. And you've been disrespecting him from the jump street. You've been disrespecting him from the jump. All he can see now is you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you foolish enough to, like in the Thomas scenario, to call the man and tell him not only has his wife been cheating on him, that you knew she was married, you participated, and that you taking her away from him, because he's probably thinking, okay, she slipped one time. When I get through with this Negro, me and her gonna work it out. But you saying that she's gonna leave me? Oh no, she ain't gonna leave me.
Yeah, it's already.
Your hide.
Yeah, you already incurred a death sentence by doing something stupid like that. I understand that was a prank call. A nigga ain't got no, balls to do that in real life. Because that's a death sentence. Okay? As you can see, Speedy Jean already made up his mind that he was going to kill this nigga. And let it be well known, one of us got to go. And he was dead serious. Understand something. It was a prank call. But he did not know it was a prank call.
Yeah.
He took it seriously. That's why I wanted to play it.
We used to hear the rest of it. He was still serious. He kind of chilled out a little bit, but he was still serious because it was taking a while for his mind to switch gears from I'm gonna kill that Negro to this was a prank. Okay, now they're messing with my mind. So it was taking him a few seconds to switch gears. So he was still serious, a little bit more chill. I said, okay, my woman ain't leaving me. She never cheated on me. But it was taking a while for his anger to cool down. Yeah, he seemed cool on the surface. Those are the most dangerous guys. The ones that's cool on the surface. Underneath, he's mad as hell.
Yeah, but he was a street dude. He was a real street dude, though. You're not gonna call up and scare no street dude. And the fact that you tried to get tough on my son, man, I'm trying to stay away from this physical, but it seemed like man, you ain't scaring nobody with that. As a matter of fact, you're showing that you're the one that's scared. Speedy Jean wasn't afraid. These street dudes ain't scared of nothing, man. That's why he said, trust me, fam. It ain't nothing I'm never worried about.
Yeah, and the only reason why he was letting the dude talk was because he was collecting information. He already picked up that guy wasn't really from what's that?
Newark.
And that he had a country accent. So he knew he was from the South. He's probably had that number memorized if it showed the number. And was
So,
going to track that number down. All we know,
Gage,
while he was smacking, he was tracking that number down.
so gauge the chat. What's going on in the chat? What was going on there? Tell me about the chat.
Okay.
Anybody got the questions about today's GentCulture?
Okay. Yvette is with Kim. I don't see a black woman using rape as an excuse. However, she'll think of something quickly if she gets busted.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all going a little bit too hard on this rape, you know, you know, talking about the white woman. I'm not going there. I'm talking about in the heat of the moment where a woman has a man who's a good provider that she still loves and don't want to leave, but he doesn't perform well in bed anymore because he's overworked and he's tired. And so she's trying to keep her marriage by having a little sex on the side. She get busted, she's liable to say anything, including he raped me or he held me down against my will or something.
Okay.
To try to get her husband to believe her.
Or the scenario that y'all a little bit more familiar me with. You was working all the time, and I was lonely, and he seduced me. He seduced me. And, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually a legitimate argument, but it's still not. You know, you got to find some way to work it. If your man is working that hard, and he done got to the point where he's overworked and he's tired, come on, you got to be a little bit more understanding that. But there's some women out there who are selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, gauge the chat. What's going on in the chat?
Okay, there's some hand clapping from Charlene. Let me see.
Any women got any? You know what? I'm curious. Any women have any questions? This is GentCulture. This is where I talk to the brothers, and I try to teach the brothers because I'm an elder. But any of you women have any questions? I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And Kendall, please put the white woman stuff. I'm not talking about that, right? We can talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Yvette says, I agree. 3 is a crowd is worse for men because they have huge ego. So it could turn deadly. Hold on a second. Mello is coming up. I mean, Mella. Hi, Mella.
Mella.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
What's up, sweetheart? How are you?
That icon is actually a box of tissues from the cover of a book of that title. A lot of people had mistaken it for a glass of beer, but that's actually a box of tissues from a book called Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. So I wanted to explain that first of all. Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is a moment for me to allow grace and mercy into my life, because you have been generous. You've allowed me to actually spill my soul. I don't want to make myself vulnerable to most people. However, for some reason with this channel, I find that being authentic is beneficial for the listeners. And I really don't care how they take it. You know, like if they can learn from my mistakes, then I'm willing to make myself vulnerable for that. So I appreciate how you were saying that a married man is to be taken seriously. He's not playing about his wife and family. And the wife that would pursue an avenue of selfishness is a disturbed. I wanted you to, maybe you and Frankie, you know, who I have an affinity for. Could you all tell me, why would a woman go off the rails? Like, if you got a good thing at home, why are you going off the rails?
Well, actually, that was going to be the surprise of Ladies' Night, because Frank, they're going to do a female version of this podcast. They're going to do the woman's side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I said that people got a right to be happy, but it's more to a marriage than just being happy. It's commitment, dedication, and the like toiling. It's work. Marriage is work.
Right. Right. It's like I
Okay.
said, it's like I keep trying to tell these young brothers. They think that it's their job. If a woman says that she's not satisfied in her marriage and her husband is no longer any good in bed, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to go in there and do anything about that. That's none of your business.
Exactly.
You
And
stay out of that relationship.
exactly. Yeah, like a man, listen, marriage is a thing that is to be considered sacred. And for people, like when a person knows that somebody's married and they still pursue them and they entertain their, you know, their whims, then you walking on rocky territory. You just might get executed.
Exactly.
You can't mess with a man. See, a lot of men, they think that, well, he obviously not doing his job, so she needs me. It's like, no, you're supposed to leave that woman alone and
That's
tell
right.
her, I suggest you fix it. And just
Exactly.
walk on about your business. You're not supposed
Right.
to entertain some wife that is just caught up in discombobulation. Like, oh
Right.
my God, things are the same. I don't know how to adjust. You know, as long when she gets rejection everywhere she goes because they're telling her, you're married. I'm not messing with you. And so then she's actually gonna have to focus on adjusting. See, a lot of people, they don't want to adjust to the changes in life that comes throughout different
Mm-hmm.
stages of marriage. And so then they start to quote unquote emotionally run away. And that's when a lot of marriages get caught up because they're emotionally running away instead of like, okay, this is just another challenge that we have to adjust to. And that's what it's about. But it takes two. I'm currently separated, but that's a whole nother story. If anybody had any questions, I'd be happy to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
But only so far.
Right. And you said something interesting because you're supposed to walk away or suggest she get therapy. I suggest you see a therapist. You don't get involved in that because it takes two to tango.
That's right.
Okay? Once you get involved, now you done jumped in front of her.
It says in the Bible that is a sin. Messing with a married woman will get you that work from God,
Sure enough will. Sure enough will, because a lot of these men, a married man, especially a married man that's really holding it down and taking care of everything, that's a very serious man. And he got children. See, Speedy Jean, if you heard the prank call, right? Speedy Jean had already decided to kill this dude. Once he told him, listen, man, I've been, kind of seeing your wife off and on, and she really want to shut it down with you, but she don't know how to tell you. So I decided to give you a call. Once all that was said, you already decided he was going to kill this dude. You already made that decision. And the thing about it is, when you run down on dudes like that, you don't even realize that they already made decisions in their mind to smoke you. Because you've been disrespecting them from Jump Street. You said that you've been seeing his wife. So that means that you knew she was married. So that's the ultimate disrespect to a man. You see what I'm saying? So he going to take you out for that. And at the end of the prank, before the prank was exposed, he said, somebody got to go. That man was serious.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know it was a prank. Somebody got to go. He meant that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is why you don't jump in front of. This is why you don't jump in another man's relationship. I don't care what the wife is telling you. I don't care if she's telling you, you can get it and all that. Man, you better ignore that. She caught up in her emotions for one reason or another. Tell her to go get some therapy. I don't know what to tell you. And you get up and you walk your ass away and you don't bother that no more.
Right. It's a gate that's locked, and some men choose to climb over the gate, and they're going to get shot on sight.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then pimp culture got your minds messed up, right? Pimp culture got you thinking that you supposed to be doing her a service. You Mr. Fix-It. You the plumber. Yeah, baby, I can, satisfy you. I can tighten up those pipes if your man ain't got the right tools. I got the right tools. See, that pimp shit gonna get you killed.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't nothing but bad information. bouncing around in your head. And then again, when you fall for that real man stuff, when she telling you, I need a real man to satisfy me. I need a real man to do this and that, this and that. Well, like I said, a real man will get up and walk away. A real man will not entertain that. A real man would probably suggest she gets therapy. Or a real man would probably suggest her and her husband seek counseling to try to work it out. But a real man will not engage in that. Okay? And you cats get caught up in that thinking you a real man talking about something. All right, baby, I handle it, man. If he ain't doing his job, I handle it for you. Yeah, all right. That's how you become a dead man walking. Dang.
Yeah. Once you okay it and get involved in it, yes, you're dead man walking. It's a matter of time before y'all get caught.
Gauge the chat. What's going on?
Okay. Let me see. Charlene, I'm glad you said it takes two. Hassan goes, pimp culture create an environment where we are the man next door. A tasty side order.
Well, pimp culture teach these dudes to not respect the institution of marriage. You see, pimp culture got these guys thinking that every woman is fair game, and she's not.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these women, a married woman is off limits, bro. Even a woman in a serious committed relationship is off limits. Every woman is not fair game. That's that pimp shit in your mind. And you don't respect another man's place. You don't respect the institution of marriage, so you don't respect anybody's relationship. Somebody gonna put you down for that. You're supposed to have the utmost respect for another man's relationship.
Exactly. He wouldn't have married her if he wasn't serious about her. You know what I'm saying? Right. You have to realize that. Now, there are different reasons why men marry a woman. It doesn't negate the fact that he's serious about why he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I thought Tommy was committing suicide when he started implying that the man's child ain't his child.
Yeah, that's even worse, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's just gonna get more bullets shot at you.
Or you gonna get the beat down before the bullets.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
It's safe to say that a woman that cheats with you on her husband, she doesn't really care about your life. She just wants to exercise her insanity. And I mean,
some women, they do love their husbands.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that they find themselves mentally ill in the moment, and they start doing things that could endanger their own lives, and they want to take somebody with them. Therefore, they have an affair.
Right. They want somebody to blame because they don't want to leave their husbands. They got a good provider. He's a good man. Now, some guys don't perform in bed hardly no more. If they're working all the time and they're overworked, they might be tired. But if the woman is selfish and she wants great sex all the time, she may try to get that sex on the side and try to have her cake and eat it too, because she still loves her husband and don't want to leave her husband.
Well,
some women just want that sex on the side.
It's also her job to study nutrition, so that her husband is as healthy. He has the optimal balance of health, because it's not about him being tired. That's understandable. But if he's sick and you tripping because he's sick, then what did you feed him? Or what how is it that you constructed your household so that he can only rely upon the nutrition you feed him so he can maintain his health, as opposed to, well, my wife didn't cook today, so I'm going to go to Popeyes, my wife didn't provide me a lunch today, so I gotta, grab something off the street. A wife is not supposed to ever let her man have to eat out the street, ever.
Oh, that's deep, man. I ain't even look at it that way.
And then there's the other end of the reason. If he's under some kind of stress that he ain't told you about yet, because he don't want you to worry, that could also interfere. He's under some kind of stress. Have you noticed? Has he been tense as well as tired? Or he seemed to have a headache a lot. Like give me a moment. He needs some quiet time and stuff like that. He could be under some kind of stress that you don't know about.
Yeah,
you need to get him to talk.
The pressure of being a sole provider is very intimidating. That happened to me. I guess everybody knows that I've been married twice, or rather, my first husband, when I left the military, he insisted that I didn't re-enlist, and he was like, no, you're going to go to a university and pursue a particular type of degree. So I'm doing what he told me to do. So that meant the income was split. We no longer had my income from active duty military. And however, he was accustomed to us keeping it, right? He was accustomed to us just, not really being mindful of our spending. And he started stressing over it. And I was able to find that out because he was getting the attitude all the time. And eventually his outburst was, you don't know what it's like to be the sole provider. That was his outburst. And I was like, I said, okay, I dropped out of the university, and I immediately got a gig. I worked for, dare I say, Sally Mae, and he loved it. He loved the fact that I was able to add income to the household as opposed to him being responsible for both of us financially. He liked that I was able to contribute because that's how he met me. He met me with money, and so now all of a sudden, he has to take care of me, and it was just a different dynamic that he wasn't prepared to handle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. Okay.
If I talk too much, just tell me,
no.
Let somebody else talk, Mella. Let somebody else talk.
No, I accidentally hit that with a instead of the mute button. Okay, so
I don't think you did that on purpose. It just reminded me to insert that as a okay thing. Like, yeah, because I'm in a talkative mood. I had some caffeine. Okay, and I might just run on, and I need somebody to say it's time to stop.
Yeah. So something could be stressing, or maybe as with your case, he thought hey, I got it and stuff like that. You need to go to school. You don't need to be in the military. And just that it was a lot more than he expected. Well, until that time,
he had a lot of big thoughts and dreams until it came time to pay the bills. He was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yes. So
he was used to being a big spender. And then when it came to a budget, it just he wasn't able to adjust so quickly. And to avoid, because I was young and I didn't know how to comfort him because I was young. I mean, he married me young, so I didn't know how to communicate comfort to him. Like, it's going to be all right. This is how we're going to construct our lives now, and it's going to be all right. I didn't know how to do that. I was just like, wow, I'm tired of him waking up with an attitude. So I just got a job. And fortunately, I qualified for a job that he respected. He wouldn't respect me working at, some fast food chain or anything. He, when, as a matter of fact, I got another job working for a bank, and he just really liked that he was able to tell his quote unquote friends, yeah, my wife works for the bank of such and such, or my wife works for this governmental agency. You know, he just
Oh, okay.
wanted, that's how superficial he was. And I found out later after we lost our baby how superficial he was, and that eventually led to our divorce. So that's how that went.
Yeah. And sometimes women who cheat, I ain't gonna get into too much of that because I'm saving it for ladies' night. A lot of them are young. They have no clue what marriage, or they think they got as far as thinking of the wedding.
Women
Medically,
cheat
as
for
far as the
revenge.
wedding, and that they didn't. They thought it was gonna be easy. I love him. He loved me. It's gonna be easy. And then when it comes to, it's so hard. Something must be wrong if it's so hard. No, it's always been hard.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't know it. You got to work at it, but they don't want to work at it. They
But
want
the month,
everything. They want
but
100% everything.
but they have to be guided, like from a older woman, because if a young bride is left to herself with a man and his whims of the pressures of life, and not even a young woman, just just a woman that's not guided by an elder women who know better, like, okay, this too shall pass type of elders, right? If she's not guided by this too shall pass type of elders, she's going to be left to her whims. And when she experiences the frustrations and the confusion of whatever her husband is going through that she can't understand, there's going to be a seed of resentment planted. And next thing you know, that woman is searching revenge. Just like, oh, how dare you speak? How dare you yell at me? How dare you, disrupt the sanctity of our union by making it appear that my thoughts don't matter, and so on and so forth. Those types of those women that experience that without guidance, they're likely to cheat in their marriage. That's why I think it's very important that women who are married have elder women who know better, that they can confide in about what's frustrating them in their marriage, so that they can keep their cool and not jump off the ledge and do something that's irreversible.
Yeah, yeah. And especially don't drop off the ledge of another man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Or the main one I'm going to be talking about, the skirting edge of it. I'm gonna get into more details about that for ladies' night. When they skirt that edge of getting involved with another man. Let's see, what's this? Charlene. Let's see. Yeah, that's not true. Some men married for convenience to keep the woman while he's running around. Well, yeah, if that's the case, but this is a case of, okay.
That's funny.
As far as,
I can relate to that.
wait a minute. Even if it is okay, if she's going, this is where he's telling the guys that you gotta walk away, because if she's pissed off at her husband and he cheated on her and she's doing tit for tat, you don't know that some men don't care if they cheated and they ain't giving their woman's out. She cheated with you, and you knew she was married. He's gonna get at you and stuff like that.
It gets
you're
just
gonna be
that
beat up, shot, killed, and they're gonna be back together.
It gets deep. Yeah, men, women should not take a man's sense of property for granted. Men are very possessive about what they acquire. And I don't mean to objectify us, right? I don't mean to objectify women. What I'm saying is, in his mind, he considers us his property. And if you violate his property, you have to account for it. And that's what it is. That's how a man thinks. And I know women, we don't like to think of ourselves as property. However, we have to understand that men think differently from us.
Yeah.
To us, to us, we're not property, but to him, we're his property. So
yeah, or they might not think property, but you definitely are his. You're his wife.
You're his possession. Yeah, you're his possession.
He's definitely possessive. Just like you would be. Why you think you'd be mad when he's looking at another woman, or he seemed to be straying? Because he is yours. You're lying to yourself if you don't think that man ain't yours.
That's right.
You had kids with them. Y'all been through ups and downs together and stuff like that. Y'all build something together. That man is yours. His private is yours. Belong personally to you.
That's right.
And nobody gets it. But anyway, back to the guys. I don't care what she says. She may say he ain't man enough. She might be saying he cheated on me. I'm getting him back. She might.
Now, what if he's beating on her though? What if he's beating on her and she's seeking another man's arms for comfort?
Okay. Are you sure she's sneaking in another man's arms?
If he's beating on her and she's seeking another man's arms comfort, she's looking for protection. So he drove her into the arms of another man.
Right.
Because for one, the environment that he provided for her isn't a safe environment, right? And he is the primary reason why that environment is unsafe, because he's physically abusing her. And so now she's seeking the strength of another man to defend her from the one that's violently beating her up.
Right. I just want to cover all the bases in this conversation. Right. That's all.
Right. So that's all on him. You drove her somewhere else. But here, one thing I want to do real quick, y'all. Dame, can you go and get this one more prank call I'm listening to?
Whoa.
The one that's called Lint.
Lint? Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go get it. Y'all go ahead and keep talking.
Okay, let me know when you got Lint queued up, all right?
Lint.
Now, the reason why I'm going to play, the reason why I want to play this one, right, and I want to talk about this one, use this as a teaching tool for the young brothers as well, because this goes to the other about a married man. When you don't understand the grounds that you're on and how many men sacrifice, put time and resources into their marriages. You understand? This particular one is going to show you how these men get, who put a lot of time and effort into their wives, into their children, and into their marriages. This is why I say this is another reason why you don't interfere in a man's relationship, because you have no idea what that man has sacrificed. And so this is a pretty good one to teach you young brothers for too. And Mella, you still there?
Yes.
This is your first time on GentCulture. GentCulture is where I talk to the young brothers and try to straighten their head out about a lot of things, a lot of bad information that's been put in their head. I try to teach them how to be gentlemen, good fathers, good husbands, good boyfriends, and that's what this is pretty much all about. It's the art of being a gentleman. It's a GentCulture. It's a gentleman culture. That's pretty much how I was raised, So
yeah,
I'm trying to pass the teachers on to the other young brothers.
Yeah, I just wanted to prohibit the the naysayers. There are people that come with contrary opinions, and I had hoped that you made it clear for everybody. We're not talking about abusive marriages. We're talking about stable marriages, and you're not supposed to cross the line. You're not supposed to approach the wife that's in a stable marriage. You're not supposed to do that. Exactly. I wanted that to be emphasized. Okay.
And if something is going on and she approaches you still don't cross that line.
Exactly. I don't care what she's talking about. You as a man are supposed to maintain your integrity, and you stay out of that. I don't care what she's telling you. Okay, then you got it queued up?
Yeah, I got it queued up.
All right, everybody. Here's another one I want you to listen to. It's called Lent. I'm going to be narrating a little bit, so when I tell you to stop, okay? I'm going to point out some things, okay, about how men, serious men, this is what I call married men, very serious men, because the sacrifice they make and put into their marriages. Go ahead, Dane, fire it up.
Lent. Run it, cat.
Hello? Hey, I'm trying to reach Dorsey. Yeah, this is he. Who is this? This is Cliff, man. I work at the post office with your wife. How you doing, brother? I'm doing all right. Everything cool? Yeah, everything good, man. Everything good. Like I say, my name is Cliff, man. I wanted to reach out and holler at you about a couple things if you got a minute. You got a minute? Yeah, is everything all right with my wife? Is something wrong or something? No. Your wife good, man. Your wife good. I wanted to hit you up, man. We've been working the post office quite a while. We've probably been in the same room a few times, man. I don't know if you remember meeting me or not, but oh, okay. But what I wanted to say, man, is trying to do better with my life, dog, and just trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? So, for Lent, man, I gave up a few things. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that would be a good thing, man, to try to, the things that matter the most or that you're addicted to, you want to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? At least for Lent is what I'm trying to do. You feel me? Okay, I'm kind of confused, but what they got to do with me? Well, basically, man, I'm giving up for Lent, I decided to give up messing around with your wife, because whoa, hold on, man. I'm at work. I don't know what you talking about, but back up and rephrase everything you just said. Well, like I say, man, for Lent, I'm trying to give up stuff that I'm addicted to, and I just okay. Well, what that got to do with me and my wife though, and you? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to give up messing around with your wife for Lent. I mean, that's what I have given up. I've given up messing around with your wife for Lent. Man, what you talking about, man? Messing around with my wife, man. I ain't got no time for no games right now.
Okay, now.
Man.
Okay, now stop it, Dan. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about, right? This is a cardinal sin. You're calling a man, or you contacted the man, right? And you're telling him that you're dealing with his wife. So right there in his mind, you already knew she was married because you contacted him, right? So now everything just jumped tenfold. And now that you done doubled down on it, right? First thing come out of his mouth is, look, man, I ain't got no time for game. Remember I told you, married men are serious men, right? So now this is going to get progressively worse. Keep in mind, Dorsey does not know this is a prank call. I want y'all to keep that in mind as you listen. Play it, Dan.
Talking about, man, messing around with my wife, man. I ain't got no time for no games right now. Who is this, man? Like I say, what's your name again? This is Cliff, man. I actually work with for the last 10, 12 years. But what I wanted to really let you know is, her schedule probably going to change because what we used to be doing, we ain't doing, so she probably going to be coming home a little bit earlier, things like that. But I don't want you getting addicted to it because, after Lent is over, then, we'll be back what we used to do. Man, what is you talking about, man? Hold on, my wife's going to be home in a minute. We're going to talk about all this here with me, man. I'm about to... Hold on, what are you in the city right now? Can I meet with you right now? Cliff, right?
Okay, stop it, Dan.
What I'm trying to say, well, like
all right, so here he is, right?
Him.
Exactly. He wanted to put hands on this Negro, all right? Because as far as he's concerned, this dude is antagonizing him. Now, you already told him he's messing around with his wife, right? You already doubled down on it, right? Now you kind of like really, playing with him right now. So now he wants to get somewhere where he can lay hands on this dude. It's already over for Tommy. If this was a real scenario, right, Tommy would end up dead. And I'm going to tell you why at the end of this call. There's something he said that was very, very important once he found out it was his prank call, right? And remember, he already told you, he ain't got no time for games. I told you, married men are very serious men. But this is going to escalate even further. Go ahead, Dan.
You in the city right now? Can I meet with you right now? Cliff, right? Okay. But
What I'm trying to say, well, like I say, man, I'm trying to do better. You know, I gave up.
You trying to do better? That sound like a bunch of to me. I got something for you and my wife. This true.
Stop. Now, Dorsey is mad at everybody now. I got something for you and my wife. See, this is what happens when you interfere in another man's relationship. You can get yourself killed and you can get other people killed as well. This man is one of these people that's going to shoot everybody. He just said it. I got something for you and my wife. Keep that in mind. Go ahead, Dane, play it.
Bunch of to me, I got something for you and my wife. This true.
Okay, man. I mean, ain't you feeling me though? I'm trying to do better though.
I ain't feeling the thing. You calling me, telling me my wife. Think we need to meet up and talk about this face to face, Cliff. What you think?
I mean, we can talk right now if you want to have a conversation.
Nah. You just tell me your address, and me and my wife finna just come on over there. How about that? And we all sit down and have a little powwow. I don't know who think you is, man, but me and my wife been together over 15 years, and we ain't never had no problems with no like this. Like the you telling me.
Bingo. Stop it, Dane.
It sound like a bunch of.
Now here again, this man just told this man he done invested 15 years into this marriage. And him and his wife ain't never had any problems. 15 years. That's a powerful commitment. This is a committed husband. See, these are the type of grounds that you don't know you be treading on. There's another reason why you stay out of a marriage long time. This man is in it to win it. He's in it with all 10 toes down. 15 years. He's got 15 years invested in this marriage. This man is serious about his marriage. This is the type of man that'll kill you, bro. Seriously. And you're gonna see. Play it, Dane.
No problems with no like this, like the you telling me on this phone. It sounds like a bunch of crazy to me, but somebody neck gonna today if this is true. So what you need to do, you need to tell me your name, your number, and I don't know why you call from this block phone number. You hear me?
Hey, man, I'm hearing you, man. What I'm saying, the reason for the call was to let you know, don't get used to her schedule, because after Lent, it's going to be back to the way it used to be. That's all the phone call.
Man, what the is you talking about? What's your last name, Cliff? I'm finna come find you. I'm finna come see you now, Jack.
My name is Cliff. Like I say, I work at the post office with. So
okay, well, how come you call from a block number, Cliff? What's your phone number, man?
Hey, man, listen, I'm not trying to have no confrontation with you, man.
It's already a confrontation. You can call my phone from a block number. I don't know you. You don't know me, and you telling me you been my wife. Are you serious? Did you know she was married?
I mean, what you mean?
Did you know she was married? Yes or no?
I mean, I knew she was married.
Okay, well, there it is. You knew that from the jump, so that means you've been disrespecting me from the jump. So now I got to get in your
Stop it, Dan.
You just control off on your.
There it is. You've been disrespecting this man from Jump Street. So now you done took the choice out of his hands. He got no choice now. He got no choice now. Now the focus is on you. The focus done went away from his wife. Now it's squarely on you. That's for interfering in the man's relationship. That's what you get for falling for that. I need a real man shit. You done just told off on yourself, and now everything is squarely on you. Now he after you. Ain't even about his wife no more. You become the main target of interest. Go ahead, Dan.
Respecting me from the jump. So now I got to get in your now. You just control off on yourself. So irregardless, I'm coming to see you today, Jack.
Hey, and my name ain't Jack, man. My name Cliff. But you're not. I'm not.
Okay, well look here,
like
Cliff.
I said, I don't have no. I'm not trying to have no confrontation. I just wanted you to be aware of the schedule.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely aware now, Cliff. Who the hell is you,
Hey, man, another thing, man, I want to say this here. Like, I know your tattoo on your name on her lower back. I seen that. It say Dorsey right there.
Whoa. Hold on, man. You telling me you done seen the tattoo on her back? Is that what you telling me?
On her lower back, man. Right on above her tailbone. Yeah, I seen it. Dorsey, your name Dorsey, right?
Man, who the is this, man? What's your real name?
Hey, man, hey, dog, calm down, man. Are you cool with the schedule change?
Calm down. You call my phone.
Are you cool with the schedule changing is what I'm asking.
What?
Are you cool with her schedule changing? You see what I'm saying? Her schedule gonna come back to normal once Lent is over with. I gave up messing around with her for Lent, but not forever.
Here, man, I'm not cool with a thing. I'm about to be cool in your face in a minute. Now tell me your name, tell me your number, and your real address, and we're gonna talk about all this in person.
Okay. All right. What? My name.
What's your name?
My name Tommy, man.
Okay, now we getting somewhere. Tell me what?
I mean, why you need my last name?
Cause I'm finna come see you. What you mean? Why I need your last name? Hold on. Somebody get Angie on the phone. Hey, hold on. Don't go nowhere. We finna get Angie on the phone right now, and we gonna settle this right now. Hold on. Get on the phone. Call her. For real. Yeah. Tell me who. What you scared of?
Okay, man. They call me Nephew Tommy.
Oh, who?
My name Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What?
Now listen to what he said. Now listen to what he said right now. Check this out.
She done set me up, man.
Man, your wife got me to prank call you, man. She said I just left the house. Call him now.
That's why I ain't answering the phone. It was over for you, man. Y'all,
He
come
said
on, man.
that's
Y'all
why she ain't
this,
answering
man.
the phone.
These niggas be against the law, man.
Boom.
Man,
There you go, Dan. You can stop it now.
Radio.
Notice he said at the end, it was over for you.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm talking about? These men are serious. These married men with all of this time invested in their marriage, these men don't play. Now, I hope none of y'all are stupid enough to do what Tommy did, but still, y'all interfering in married men's relationships. These men are nothing to play with. That man said at the end, it was over for you. Mm-hmm. He told him, I'm coming to see you. Mm-hmm. I'm coming to find you. This man is dead serious. 15, you done infringed on the holy ground. You've defiled what he considers holy ground in his relationship. That's 15 years invested. That's gonna cost you your life, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, ladies.
Yeah. It reminds me of the big payback from James Brown. You know, it's like I want revenge. It's really just that simple. You're not gonna step on mine. You're not gonna do that and think you're gonna walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like there are men that will go off on somebody who lets their dog walk on their yard. You know, there are men that guard their refrigerator if they have guests over. It's like, no, you don't get to open my refrigerator without my permission. You know, men are possessive, and you can't take that for granted.
And another thing you niggas don't understand, right, is that women touch men's hearts. Okay, they touch our hearts. He may love this woman so much that he didn't invest 15 years in her, right? That means he really loved this woman. He may kill you and forgive her because he loved her so much. So you don't went up there and sacrifice your life over nothing.
Yeah, that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know men who've done that. I know men who are in jail right now for killing the dude still married to their wives.
Yep.
They say he may kill you and reconcile with her because he loves her. A man just ain't gonna walk away from 15 years invested without giving his woman every opportunity to make amends. He loved this woman. 15 years will tell you that. When they get that far into a marriage, he's willing to overlook a few things. He's willing to be philosophical about a few things. He's willing to be analytical about a few things. All right, well, you know what? Maybe I wasn't doing this. Maybe I wasn't doing that. He loved this woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you get in there, you gonna smoke you and work it out with her.
Yeah.
And some of them are very smart. They know how to get away with it. They know how to make sure the body's not found.
Yeah.
They know how to make them disappear.
Yeah. And men don't look at cheating the same way women do. You understand what I'm saying? Men are a little bit more practical when it comes to cheating. If he got time with this woman, he really loved this woman, he gonna listen to an explanation. I guarantee you. He gonna listen. Because he loved this woman. He gonna give her every opportunity to make amends. Mm-hmm. You don't put 15 years into a woman you don't love. That's why you stay out of a man's relationship. You have no idea.
Yeah, just refer her to a therapist.
Right.
Because obviously she needs somebody to talk to. That's what it all boils down to. She needs somebody to talk to about why she's dissatisfied, as opposed to her behavior that's just being impulsive, sexually impulsive. You know, I'm not excusing a woman's infidelity. What I'm saying is that you're right. A man is more likely to kill that side dude and try to figure out what's wrong with his wife as opposed to blaming his wife.
That's right. Because he loves her. He's got 15 years. When they start putting double-digit years in, bro, oh, man, you don't know what you're dealing with, man. You can stay out of that.
And children, too? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're a damn man walking. You're a damn man walking.
And then he didn't believe it in the beginning. He was like, he was like not quite believing it until he described the tattoo.
Yeah.
The tattoo probably was in the area that not just anybody could see it. So,
that's right.
So let's talk about how wrong she was for setting him up for that prank phone call.
Yeah, she got him though. Tommy's the best, man. I like a lot of his prank calls because you can teach a lot of stuff, real life stuff over his prank calls. He got some brilliant prank calls.
He's quick with it.
He be on the edge of they ready to go out the door. Sometimes they have actually out the door at the house that they think that is coming from. I'm like, dang, you pushed them that far, Tommy?
Yeah, I remember he had a pastor, right? Pastor said, "No, man, don't get it messed up. I'm hood. I can come out this Jesus coat." Like, wow, you're a pastor, brother?
Right, the pastor started tripping.
Hey, so you come out the Jesus coat. Like, oh, okay. You ready to beat this man down over some pews? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. You forget about the one with the pastor and his wife. The guy, he's some guy who's from one of them organizations to give people their final wish that's dying.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to hook up with the lady and turn out to be the pastor's wife.
What about the one where they're going to baptize that dude with the F-150 with the pool on it? He going around baptizing people? Tommy's stupid, man.
The Nephew Tommy Show, yes.
Yeah, he got some brilliant prank calls. Like I said, a lot of his calls you can use for teaching moments. Mm-hmm. I had a couple of his calls. I even had one call I was using to teach racism. Remember the white dude with the black heart? He had the heart from a black dude. And you can see that nothing changed. He was still a racist. Even though he had a black man's heart inside his body, didn't change one thing. He was still a racist. Still a racist.
I believe
had a heart transplant from a black man. It didn't do nothing to him. It didn't do nothing to his mind. Nothing. He was still a racist.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the end of gent culture. So you ladies, just talk amongst yourselves, and y'all can pretty much turn it into a free for all if you want. Or if you got any ladies, chat got any questions for me about gent culture or.
That's kind. Thank you. I have
Yeah, no
something on my
problem.
mind, if that's all right.
Do it. Go
I
for it.
was I was informed through research that young children in the Congo are enslaved, working the cobalt mines, uh, to their death, in order to provide the cobalt needed for lithium batteries that supply Tesla cars. And no one's talking about it. No one's talking about those people that are enslaved in the Congo working the cobalt mines, especially those children. And they're getting more than mistreated. I mean, it's more than an atrocity as to what's happening to those children in the cobalt mines of the Congo. And no one's talking about that. Now, I also have another issue about the Afghanistan people that are being allowed over here to get welfare and all these other kind of comforts of America. And we haven't cleared whether or not they are biologically safe. And I also have a problem with the fact that if they're going to allow over 100,000 Afghanistans over here for American, uh, benefits, why are Haitians living under a bridge? And
Yeah, what are Afghanistan people doing? Though? They're fighting with them for like a billion years.
right, and we're gonna bring the enemy over here and think it's gonna be cool. It's because they want to replace us they want to replace black people. They want to kill us. They want us to destroy ourselves. It's evident in media. It's evident in media for time as far as I can recall, and I'm damn near half century, if not more. Okay, I'm not going to tell my specific age, but I can observe from my memory that we are not favored as an optimal view of population. We are looked upon in a way that would be preferred to be replaced. And so that's why they're bringing people over here that can replace. That's why they're bringing people over here. They want to replace us. And we just sit back and we eat our fast food and enjoy the conveniences of technology, as opposed to focusing, or God forbid, we're chasing all types of intimacies, as opposed to actually focusing on making sure the government is afraid of us. We haven't established that the government should be afraid of us. We spend our money as opposed to control our money. It's I don't know what's to become of our people. So that's what's on my that's it. That I don't know what's to become of our people. It's looking pretty
Well,
bad.
yeah, well, too many of us are sold out. We got Kevin Samuels telling black people that selling out is selling out, is buying in. And so you have too many black people who are willing to sell out and turn against what's left of black people. You have this homosexual culture that's absolutely devastating our kids. They got our kids confused. They're putting chemicals into medicine and giving it to pregnant black women to alter the sex of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened
Yeah.
to Dwayne Wade. And his son came out with the mentality of a full-blown female. Chemicals did that.
Yeah.
So what's to make of us? We're going to fall by the wayside. Our time is done. We're not going to do anything to stop it.
It's like I'm not trying to hear that.
Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's a wrap for us. We got too many sellouts, and it's not enough of us to make a stand to do anything. Our numbers are small, and we're way outnumbered and we're way outgunned. And our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, they got their own issues. A lot of them are poor too, and they trying to survive too, so they can't come and unite with us either. See what they doing in Haiti over there? They're destroying Haiti. That's why the Haitians are running over here.
That's right.
You know, and I can't believe Afghanistani people over here. You gotta be kidding me.
They're trying to replace us.
We're fighting with these people for 1,000 years.
They look like them, so they would rather have them than us. Because they don't want to face their guilt. Every black person in front of a white person's face represents guilt. And they don't want to look at their guilt anymore. So they're trying to replace us.
And they dying out too. The white women ain't producing kids no more. A lot of them are turning up barren. And you got them, a lot of them are committing suicide. Some of them don't even want to have children. Their birth rate is below replenishing. They can't replenish their own numbers. So now they're trying to mate with other women, races of women like black women, Asian women, Hispanic women. They really going after Hispanic women, the Latino women. A lot of these white people are walking around learning Spanish now.
Whatever it takes to diminish the guilt of slavery, that's what is happening.
Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna be around much longer anyway. They only got a 30-year clock left. And so
I had hoped that the America was going to be stable for the next 50 years, but I guess that's not the case.
Nah, too many black people have sold out. I mean, look at Lil Nas X. And he's as black and dark as I don't know, but look at what he's doing. With this homo stuff. What can homosexual people offer us? Nothing. Their lifestyle is about sex. It ain't about anything else. It ain't about love or ain't about nothing else. Now they're teaching young 5th graders how to use anal condoms.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh. I would be afraid to be a parent in this time.
Yeah, man, we're done. Best I can tell you.
How do you protect them from all this debauchery out here? I don't know.
Well, you can keep them. You can homeschool them. You can train them about things out here in the world. You go out with them. You take them out to get their recreation. But homeschool them, and teach them. So when they do go out here in this world on their own, they're mentally well equipped. They know how to deal with things. They're smart enough to come up with solutions.
And they ain't been beat down by the school system or put in a box that says special ed or that they need drugs to control their behavior or something like that. Shot up with
Ritalin and all these psychotic drugs.
I got a confession, right? My aunt, who is a school teacher, she's a 3rd grade school teacher, and her complaint was that my son, she managed to have him transferred to her school, which was predominantly stable Caucasian families, right? So he proved himself to be kind of impulsive, not disruptive, like just tearing up the classroom, but he was just a very energetic child. And her thing was that he's not focusing on the homework, he's not focusing on the studies and all this other kind of stuff, right? So she was suggesting, she had the nerve, this is my own relative, she had the nerve to say, well, these white people, they're getting their children on diagnosed as autistic, and they getting a check for it. And I was like, wait a minute. What, are you saying that I should subject my son to a medical system of diagnosis where he is prescribed medication to alter his young brain just so we can get an extra check? Is that what you're suggesting? And she was like, that's what those white people do. That's what she said, right? And so I was, fortunately, I have been subjected to the Veterans Affairs healthcare, right? And I've seen my veteran brothers get put on prescriptions that were unnecessary, and they told me out of their mouths, whatever you do, don't swallow those pills that they give you. Whatever you do, don't fall for their prescriptions. Whatever you do, please remember that they are sophisticated drug dealers, you know, that type of message. And so that rang into me. I was like, look, he's a boy. Boys are supposed to be rambunctious. Boys are supposed to be energetic, and you're trying to suppress his nature. I suggest that you just concentrate on the fact that he completes his homework and let it ride. But she didn't want to hear that, right? So as time went on, I said, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, since you want to go with these white people's trends. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to acquire a third party situation, right? And I acquired a third party situation, and as time went on, he eventually went to the 7th grade, where you have the national test, you know, the test that the children take to determine their national intelligence and all this stuff. He was top of the nation, right? And then all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, I can't believe how smart he is, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And then he, you know, I mean, he did it for 5th grade and 7th. I think it was 5th grade and 7th grade. You know, he did excellent on 5th, excellent on 7th, and all of a sudden she's waving her pom-poms about how brilliant he is. I was like, did you forget that you are the one that tried to succumb to the hypnotic effect of what was trending for white people to do to destroy their children? Have you forgotten about that? You know, and so I would say to mothers that are single, don't get frustrated with your boys being energetic. That's what they do. It's up to you to be creative as a woman, nurturing as a woman, to discern what activities are healthy for them to express all that energy, and then replenish their nourishment and let them do it again the next day. You have to love your boys. You have to love your boys, because they're going to be warriors for you. You have to nourish your boys. You have to do that. You can't just let anybody tell you what you're supposed to do with your own child.
Yeah.
You know, you got to love your children. You have to love them. You can't call your girls fast just because she's listening to a drum beat and some rap song or music that you happen to be playing in the car, and she's, you know, moving to the beat, and all of a sudden you're thinking to yourself, oh, she fast. No, she's not fast. She's responding to the frequency of a beat on a radio. It's rhythmic. It's natural. It happens. That doesn't mean she's ready to look for a dick. You know, I mean, these people are classifying them they classifying children in an adult category when they're just children. They're exploring their existence. They're being awakened to their existence. They're not fast. They're not sexually curious, you know. And so why are they teaching these children, because kids are goats, I apologize, kids are goats, children, why are they exposing these children to sexual proclivity, sexual motivational education at such a young age. It's an intent to destroy the communities across this country. They people that have a lot of money, they know not to expose their children to these seductive deceptions. Our children who are forced to be in public environments like public school systems, they are going to be exposed to seductive exposure, and because we don't have enough money to protect them from that, we have to teach them to watch out for it and don't fall for it, because it's going to happen as long as you can't afford the top-notch best uh protection of education. But these wealthy people, they protect them children, they protect their children from this seduction, they protect them from it. But us who have to send our children to even Catholic, they think they doing something by sending their children to Catholic schools. That ain't gonna work. We talking about you have to go. Do you know how wealthy you have to be to protect your child from the seduction of deception that's out here? It takes an exorbitant amount of money to protect your children from that. And so it's up to us to make them aware that this is what's coming to you. You have to know how to say no. And I'm just going to say one more example, and I'm going to give it a rest if I can, but because I'm really passionate about this. I sat and made my child watch a movie called The Changeling. I think it's called The Changeling. Anyway, the premise of the movie, and I hate to refer to a movie, but it's going to demonstrate my point. There was this is something I hadn't even considered. We watched it together, and apparently there was this man that would roll up and tell a child that, hey, your mother sent me, she's in the hospital and she asked me to pick you up and take her to her. And next thing you know, the child is kidnapped and he takes them somewhere and he kills them, molests them, and do whatever sick people do with, children they kidnap. And what I told my son that very night after watching that movie, if somebody approaches you and tells you that something happened to me and they're here to take you to me, you run. Do not trust anybody that I have not told you it's okay. And I don't, I think the only person I told him was okay was, very less than a handful of people. It's like, people have to be aware of the different manipulative tactics it takes to captivate a child's mind. And that's why they're doing this to our babies. That's why they're doing this to our babies, because they know they are too young to know better. That's why they're introducing this sensual sexual education to them, because they know they're too young to know better, and they're changing they're changing how they look at the world, and they're producing perverts. It's sickening, and it's sickening. I hope everybody learns and teaches their children to be aware of the deceptions of seduction that's out here in the world. That's my final statement.
Yeah. Because too many of them are too innocent. You ask them a question, they telling you everything. We're like, whoa, wait. Hey, I need to know all that. Don't be telling. Even though I'm your substitute teacher, I'm a stranger. How you know I'm not going to kidnap you? And then they look at me. Are you going to kidnap me? No, but you don't know that. Don't be telling me everything and stuff like that. I don't need to know your address, your phone number, where you live, where your grandma's house is, all that. No, don't be telling me all that. And I'm like, why ain't nobody teaching these kids not to tell all their business? And as for the sex education thing, I am so glad I live in a pretty much conservative state, small town. They don't want all that that's allowable. In fact, some teachers refuse. Some teachers tell it to the parents. Hey, you need to go to the school board and talk to them because they want me to teach this and this and this to your child. Small town, so most of the time the parents know the teachers. Went to school with the teachers in some cases. So yeah, in fact, quite a few teachers said they haven't been taught. They stuck with the basics that they always do when it comes to fifth graders, or 10-year-olds. That puberty things change that help the hygiene and all that other stuff. So I'd be surprised when I hear stuff like ain't no condoms to fifth graders. Why are you telling fifth graders how to use condoms? They don't know nothing about sex. They're not supposed to know anything about sex at that age. If they know something about sex at that age, either one, their parents are telling them, or two, somebody is messing with them. That shouldn't be. And I do know we had some parents opt out on sex education because they believe, I'm going to tell my child when I'm ready or when I feel they're ready. No. If your child is in school, trust me, they'll get it from other children. Because I've seen it where some didn't, some did. Or some had some information from their parents. Because one kid asked me a question about something. Something about let me see. They have two aunts or something like that. And they said, well, this woman ain't related to me, but she's my aunt too. And another kid says, they're probably husband and wife. No, it's two women. And so next thing you know, I have another kid trying to explain to the other kid about homosexuality according to their mind. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, stop. Where you know this from? Turned out their parents had to have to talk with them because their uncle came out of the closet. So yes, so even if you opt out of the sex ed, the other kids will be telling them, So that's why that's another reason why you probably have to homeschool. If you don't want your kids learning certain things from the school and you weren't able to fight that in the school board, you opt in and they give you the opt out. Opting out is not going to completely cover that because kids talk to other kids. They may not know a lot, but what they know, they will share.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, Lady Dame. And with that being said, we're about to bring the show to an end. Then get the music queued up. All right, everybody. We want to thank you for tuning into GentCulture. Now, as a reminder, tomorrow night, the female version of tonight's podcast will be presented on Ladies' Night, where Dame and Abina will tackle the other side of what was talked about today, the forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree. They will talk about it from a woman's perspective. I do the man stuff, they do the female stuff. So it should be very interesting. Should definitely be different with some twists, I'm going to be very interested in listening to that part of it on it coming from the woman's side and how women view the same thing. That's going to be very interesting. So forbidden fruit of the poisonous tree, a woman's perspective will be presented on Ladies' Night tomorrow night. And I can't wait because I'm very interested to see what the woman's side is all about. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to GentCulture and Kindle. We'll do the white girl stuff on Gangster Talk, not on GentCulture. All right. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Kendall, Roland, Briggs for showing up. Saying It Ain't So. Charlene, our usual, Yvette, Hassan, all the E Nation, and thanks Mela for coming up on the stage and blessing us with her presence. She's always welcome. Glad to have her. And Melly, you can come up anytime you want. Thank you. All right, Dame. You got it queued up?